Hey friends, welcome back to another Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 video. Thanks for clicking on my video. I'm still looking for feedback, so let me know in the comments what you liked and what you didn't like. In this episode, I carry some sacks and I get a title sequence. Enjoy. Alright, fully rested.
I'm Sir Hans Capon of Life. Look who's finally up!
Hans is back in
Henry!
action.
Come and join us!
Sure.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Hans is such a great
I
character.
did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
That'll do.
Third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
I have no idea. Didn't play the first game.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad, and when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands, the core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground, slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
This is quite a long story.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
I'm gaining reputation for telling the story.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll
I
prepare
think
a
that might
bit
have
of
been the
food
castle
for
we
you
saw earlier.
for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in
Save your
danger
schnapps.
or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity.
Game saves
and your
automatically.
healing arts.
Can
And
also
you
save
have
by sleeping in your
rightfully
bed
earned
and drinking save
gratitude
your
of the House
schnapps.
of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Alright, is the game gonna open up now?
Sorry for
Can I
being
just
late, Ma.
explore?
I got held up in Trostovitz.
Of all places. And
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
I mean, we have to go back for Mutt.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
I
He
disagree.
saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
You yanking my pizzle? I saw
I tell
him.
you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
What a nice lady. She's gonna die, right? Oh, credits. We get the title screen. Only took 2 hours. Oh, this is such a great scene. Great music. This is why you should have your dogs leashed.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Shit! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Sounds like we're gonna have to
What?
sneak in.
The fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
She's gonna spit in her drinks.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
I think we need to wash and change first.
First thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well. Except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
You're kind of right.
We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Would my character want to bury them? I'm gonna say
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are.
don't drink that.
Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Viper, that witch. Wench.
What I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Just gonna be quiet.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
Alright, where...
Oh,
wash
hi.
it.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Could steal food. Curious if the game looks a little dark for you. It looks a little dark for me. I'm gonna... Can I turn up the brightness a bit? Gamma correction? Just crank that up just... I think this is better. Oh, there's a bath. Talk to the woman. Pond.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. It's just that you smell like one. And where am I supposed to know you from?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond. Ah, you're just wasting my time.
Is she hiding
Here's
it?
your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
I'm not ready. I want to see if I can explore.
Ready. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you
Reputation
work
loss.
your
Oops.
debt off, like I said.
Can't it wait? We've got coin, just not at the moment.
Oh, why? We'll pay you back when we see you again, which is never. Over there by the gate,
no.
there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill.
She really doesn't like me.
My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
Heard something
I heard
about a
some
wedding.
talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
I'm gonna talk
Can't leave without
to.
paying and leaves their hands on his own here.
I was gonna say maybe I can talk to people and explore a bit, but the game is preventing me from actually leaving. I thought I saw.
Don't shove!
Sorry. Anything worth stealing? Try a food item. Trying food improves its nutritional value, makes it last significantly longer. Is there any reason not to try these? Don't know. I don't know.
God grant you health.
New codex entry. Greetings. The basic form of greeting was a bow and varied according to the occasion and the importance of the person being greeted. A slight bow with a hand gesture to the heart was used by nobles of equal rank. A deeper bow was considered a more respectful greeting. Guest respect to a higher ranking individual. The next level was kneeling on the left knee and lowering the head. This is kind of interesting. The codex is giving like what I'm assuming is historically accurate details about different aspects of this world. The next level was kneeling. The greeting was used towards rulers, barons, or high-ranking commanders and expressed subservience. Rising was only allowed upon the invitation of the person being greeted. The final level was bowing on both knees, a gesture of complete subjugation, often associated with a plea, especially for mercy. Doffing headwear began to be practiced under the influence of Burgundian fashion in the 15th century. Loyalty was expressed by kissing the rings of magnates and prelates. Women's hands were not kissed, but they were given a deeper bow that would be appropriate given their status. Precise conventions also applied to addressing or mentioning a particular person. Example in text. For example, a townsman should be referred to as honest, a squire as worthy, and a banner lord as noble. In the countryside, people greeted each other according to their nature, often mentioning in the greeting wishes of good health, prosperity, and God's blessing, or making reference to Christian tradition. God bless, Christ be praised. Noble marriages. Marriages of the Middle Ages between members of the nobility and wealthy burghers were marriages of convenience rather than of love. The higher the status of the newlyweds, the less likely it was that they entered into a relationship on the basis of romantic affection. It was not that the ideal of love at first sight or eternal love didn't exist in the Middle Ages. It was just that the practical side of the matter did not favor these ideas. First and foremost, there was a need to increase political influence. Secondly, there was a need to ensure the continuation of the family line and succession. Marriage was a means of diplomacy and trade, through which the passing on of crowns and hereditary claims to entire empires happened. Not infrequently, it was marriage that sealed a truce between opposing parties or secured an election in a forthcoming provincial assembly. Marriage of minors was often decided long before the prospective bride or groom reached sexual maturity. The codex is cool. Each page is also accompanied by a pretty cool illustration.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it. Deep breaths. We'll talk about it later.
So,
Greetings.
how much
See you,
I'll
Tim.
have a beer.
You're going to cut down the old oak at the
Oh, can I
castle.
not actually talk to him and just
bored.
greet him?
What are you standing here for?
I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Ah, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk to the innkeeper about it.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and start with those sacks.
Nice and steady, so you don't do your back in.
My own.
Okay, I think I gotta talk to Hans.
Look out!
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Some Lord Semine is getting married. It looks like it's going to be a huge event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for Von Bergov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
This guy. Hope I will recognize
Come
you.
on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so
Oh,
fast.
I forgot I have
It's
perks.
God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I learned Roman Catholic Church, I learned feudalism, I learned 3 states. Nobody here needs a
We
warrior.
don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status, like you. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
I don't want to drop it.
We don't have time for your spoilt brat manners now. Either we get to work, or we'll be stuck here forever.
Manners? I'll put manners on you. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then.
I'm not dropping
simply
it.
aren't gonna work.
That is a warrior's lot, Henry. Conserving his strength till the next battle comes along.
Okay, maybe I have to drop
Right.
it.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
What a great guy, that Hans.
If you ain't here to carry, clear off.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Ugh, gotta carry 5 of these. Can I get someone else to help me? Oh, I can rob. I just saw the rob option. Oh, okay. If you look at their pouches, you can rob them. Surely no one sees me right now. I'm just gonna quickly save for no particular reason. And got some Dutch courage. Alcohol is boosted some of your stats. Drink too much. Just gonna do this. Don't need to gain time for a mini game in the center of the rosette is blue. You are safe, but when it turns red, the chances of picking catching increases. Sure.
Hey, looking for get your hand out of there. Did you hear?
Nothing happened. We'll just edit this in post. Nothing happened. Do I have perk points? Oh, I have 13 perk points. Awesome. So now I can start to do some tailoring of my character here. Do I already have this? No, I need to learn these. Okay, cool. What do we have? Charming Man. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. Mom always said you should do a good deed every day. Carry your mother's wisdom to your heart. Charming Man would be cool. Opportunist, you lose reputation. If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. That could be cool. I definitely want some strength perks. Oh, here we go. If you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. I think I would take that. Is it just 1 perk point? Yes. Cool. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you. In general, if you have lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you will do more damage. With this perk, you will reach that state sooner. I am going to take this. Wait, can I not? Level 6. Why can't I take this? Don't understand why I can't take this. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points, which you can use to improve your stats. The other tab, you find buffs, reputation, recall combos. Why can't I take this? It says minimum level 6. It says I have 12 available perk points. And I can't take it. I don't know. Guess we'll move on. So I guess I can only take points that have this little symbol on them. Or perks that have these symbols. What do we have for speech? Polished wares. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are in near perfect condition, you will gain 10% more money. Silver tongue, you get a +4 speech bonus when haggling. That seems good. Let's do that. And now I can't take this one. Oh, I think I understand. So I have one perk point to spend in agility. Why does it say I have 11 perk points though? Now let's do Charming Man. And deft hands, agility, featherweight, fall damage. I don't think I need to take either of those right now. Ooh. Oh, I see. 10 available perk points, but it's across all of these. So I have, what, 5 combat perk points? This is making a little more sense now. Cool. Let's check out survival. Let's hear. You can sell herbs, game hides, and trophies for double the price. Wander, the quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is, but most of this perk will improve the quality of bed. I don't know how often I'm using a bed yet, so I'm just going to hold off on that one. I do want to put points into Houndmaster, but I don't have Mutt yet. And I also don't have a horse. Maybe we just hold off on these. We'll just... do think I want to go into heavy weapons though, but I think we can hold off for now. Oh wait, did I take the sack perk? I do want that. I think I did, right? Yeah. Alright, let's carry these sacks. Can I sprint with them now? I'll be honest, I do not notice a difference. Maybe I'm walking faster, I can't tell. Still feels pretty slow to me. Well, this is going to be a thrilling video for YouTube. It's been 48 minutes of cutscenes, decent cutscenes, but then the gameplay is just me carrying sacks. I am enjoying this game, don't get me wrong. I think the story is interesting, the characters are interesting. I really want to get into like the combat and the exploration. I want to start
What did you say?
Using my
Say
points.
it again. It was their own fault.
I'm so glad I don't
They
have to
attacked
carry 5
themselves.
sacks.
What the fuck are you trying to say? Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Let's just stay silent.
I've had enough of your insults. Our men were slaughtered there.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Just
Hey,
just
you!
keep staying silent.
Get your sweetheart and fuck off out of our village. Both of you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Fight, fight, fight. I didn't want to get involved. I surrender.
I give up. Piece of shit!
I'm getting my ass kicked. It is cool that you can shout insults.
You're no match for me.
I think there are even skill points for like insulting or battle crying during fights. Okay. Can I pull out my weapon? No.
You'll never beat me, you swine!
Oh, I should be comboing. I forgot about combos.
Come on then! You're no match for us, fucker!
Oops.
Hey! Stop fighting!
I think, hold on. I think I can see, yeah, I can see combos for unarmed. I guess there are no combos. So you can unlock combos. Okay, good to know. It'd be fun to do an unarmed build. I just don't think I want my first... I don't want my first playthrough to be an unarmed build. I want to be able to play with swords and weapons.
I surrender. Enough.
This is unbelievable. Come on then!
Let's go ahead and rob him. Apparently no one cares. I'm just robbing this guy.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Oh no.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work,
we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off!
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I mean, it is his
Sorry,
fault.
sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl.
And who was too scared to speak? Well, if it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern.
I wasn't
We'd been
scared,
in
I
the
just
ship
wanted
right from
him
the
to
start,
get his.
because
I
you
just wanted
had
him to
play
get
at
in the
being
fight.
the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you're a spoilt brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Ooh.
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Lord Mondogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill, steal, break into other people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives. Consequences of crime. If someone catches you committing a crime, they will report you to the guards. You aren't safe even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid and they might deduce it was you who did it. If you find your information, or you can find your information about your reputation, the player card. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they'll greet you kindly, and merchants may even give you discounts. On the other hand, if they hate you, they may not even talk to you. You can improve your reputation by completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes. The way you behave spreads among people, so if you help or hurt one person, others in the area will soon hear about it. Improving your reputation. Bad reputation can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or a penitent pilgrimage, which can be imposed by a priest. Unrest. If there's a lot of crime going on in an area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call in reinforcements.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
I can fast travel now. It looks like the game's finally opening up, maybe? It's exciting.